So here's the thing. If you want to be successful on the internet with things like podcasting or YouTube videos or blogging, whatever it is, look at what I'm doing and do something else. Well, hello there. Old Man Kelly here. Jeff to my friends, and you can call me Jeff, you know that. So it's been a while since I've done one of these vlogs. Not like anybody really notices because I've had like 2 views for my last couple vlogs. I think only one actually has 1 view. That was one I liked. So that's why I'm saying that if you're going to be successful on the internet, look at what I'm doing and don't do that, because it obviously doesn't work. I love being creative. I just do this because it's fun to do, and I figure anybody who watches, well, that's a bonus. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't really matter. In fact, really, I can just sit back and not say a word. It doesn't matter because no one is watching anyway, right? All right. Now, I live here in the Midwest, north of Chicago, almost by the Wisconsin border. And we got 70% eclipse here, whatever. It wasn't enough because I wanted to see totality. That's the cool part of it. So me and the wife, last minute decision, we decided to drive downstate, down in Missouri actually, to see the eclipse. And the problem we had, we couldn't find the glasses. These things. Everybody was sold out because it was like a last minute decision of ours to go there. So what we did was we left Sunday afternoon, drove to my sister's place. She lives in Missouri, Keokuk actually, which is about 3 hours from where we wanted to be. We spent the night at her place. Her and her husband have a nice farm with a lot of room. Got to spend time with my dad, who also lives out there, my sister, my niece, some nephews, and brother-in-law, and all that. We had sat around it in the evening, had a good dinner, a few beers, went to bed. Woke up the next morning. My sister actually had 1 pair of these, or she had 2 pairs. She only needed 1, so she gave us 1. So me and my wife thought, well, let's share it and whatever. Got in the car, beautiful ride to where we were headed. About an hour before we got to where we were planning to be, which was on Columbia, Missouri. We stopped for gas, and that's when the rain started. This is footage at the gas station. Not looking good. Then we started heading south. We were driving. Cleared up, and I'm thinking we're getting close. It's about 45 minutes till when it's supposed to start. And I got this vision. Everybody said millions of people, millions, are going to be headed to where the main totality area is. And I'm like, are we get there? It's going to be packed with people. Are we going to My wife goes, well, there's a little forest area here. It's like one of those pull off the roadside areas, and it's got a little museum and gift shop and playgrounds for the kids, paths that go around the lake, that type of thing. Let's try that first. Right. We pull in, there's 3 cars. 3 cars in the slot. It was perfect for us. We got there. We got there about well over a half hour before the eclipse was going to start. We walked over to the main building, and it was locked up, and it said closed on Monday and Tuesdays. And of course, this is Monday. So we were like, well, that's okay. We're still here. There's not a crowd. We walked around the building, just taking a look around. Plus, I had to go to the bathroom really bad, and there was no place to go. And also, we hear a voice from this little gazebo area go, they're not open yet. And we're like, what? And it's like, they're not. I go, well, they're closed. It's a Monday. Go, no, we were here yesterday. They're going to open special today because of the eclipse. I'm like, oh, fantastic. And I went up and talked to them, and they were like, where are you from? Gurnee, Illinois. And they're like, oh, we're from Arlington Heights, Illinois. We came up yesterday. It's like, oh, fantastic. Meet somebody from the area. So we had a nice conversation. Then we walked around a bit. We set up our lawn chairs, cooler. We had a couple tripods with cameras on it. There's a picture of us getting ready. And then the building opened up. So I'm like, well, I still have to go to the bathroom. I'm going to head over there and use the bathroom. I walk over there, and there's a sign on the door. Yes, we're open today. We have solar eclipse glasses. I'm like, I walk in. There's a really friendly lady behind the desk. I go, do you have glasses, really? She goes, yep, just $1 a pair. I bought two pairs. Used the bathroom, came back. I told my wife, look, we got glasses. She was like, fantastic. She goes, how many did you buy? 2. She goes, oh, okay. And then she goes, I'm going to go over there right now. She goes over. She buys 2 more pair. Because what she did was, she didn't have a solar filter for her camera. She couldn't buy them. Everybody was sold out of them. So she cut off the lens, taped it onto the front of one of the regular filters on her camera, and used that to photograph the eclipse. Now, if you've ever been to an eclipse before, you know it takes 45 minutes or longer for once it starts to cover the sun till it's totally covered. And that seems to take forever, you know. You talk for a while, once in a while you look up. Oh yeah, it's about halfway across. Pretty neat. So when it got to about a thin layer of the sun left, I decided to do a YouTube or a Facebook Live video. And here's the video footage now. I'm sorry it's not that great a quality. It sucks because I had this camera with me, but in the moment I just did the Facebook Live thing, so I never got really good video with this camera.
And the sun is completely gone.
You can see right now, this is when we hit totality. Suddenly it's like night there. You know, if you look in the horizons, it looks like sunset almost. Oh, and that's the thing too. As it gets close, everything gets this eerie feel to it. It just nothing seems natural. The lighting, the temperature starts to drop. The insects that make noise at night, like the loud crickets, suddenly burst into song. I mean, they're just like this cricket noise everywhere because they're thinking the sun's setting. And once totality hits, I can't even describe how wonderful that was. It was a sight that I've always wanted to see, and it took my breath away, literally. I mean, it was just, because you're looking up in the sky and you see this round, dark hole there. It looks like a hole in the sky with this glow around it. You're seeing the corona of the sun around it. And because it's something that you don't see in the sky almost ever, it almost seems like unnatural or it doesn't belong. And the worst part was, though, it only lasts for 2.5 minutes, which goes by like this. My wife even said after, it's like, that was not 2.5 minutes. Then we watched my Facebook Live and we timed it, and it was actually about 2 minutes 45 seconds. But and you can't with normal equipment. I tried putting my video or my iPhone up to try to videotape that thing, and it just looks like a glowing sun. It's too much for the camera to handle. So you can't describe. Plus, you see pictures of it, that black with the glow around. Until you see it in the sky, it's just not. I don't know how to describe it.
And the sun's coming back out. Time to put back on the goofy glasses. And you can already see it starting to lighten up here very quickly. It went from nighttime to daytime in about 15 seconds. And all there is up there is one little sliver of the sun, yet it was enough to really lighten this place up. Pretty freaking amazing.
Anyway, so that was great. We were the only ones, me and my wife, that stuck around till the sun was totally uncovered. The minute totality was done, everybody. Now there was probably about 50 people around by the time it started. Everybody just started packing up and leaving. Boom, boom, everywhere. Me and my wife were like, well, we're going to stay around and watch the whole thing uncover. So we were the last people there. And then the trouble started. We were trying to make up our mind whether we should spend the night in Missouri, get a hotel room, and then drive back in the morning, or just drive straight home. It's about, well, I thought we could make it like in 6.5 hours. I'm thinking it would take more like 8 hours. But it doesn't matter. We decided to drive home. And it was about 2:30, 2:45, I think, when we started out our trek home. The minute we got on the highway, boom, dead stop traffic. Dead. I mean, you would wait 5 minutes to drive 10 feet. Then you'd wait 5 minutes to drive 10 feet. Literally taking like over an hour to go 20 miles. And this was all night. Every highway we went on. There was one point where we pulled off. We saw like there was a Denny's and a Max and Irma's there. We're like, let's just pull off, have a nice meal, and then maybe traffic will clear up a little by the time we get done. We went in. Everybody was doing that. There was like hour and a half, 2 hour wait at the restaurant, which we weren't going to wait around for. We're like, we're just going to find a fast food restaurant eventually and buy something. And we finally got home we were expecting to get home around 10 or 11. We got home at 4:30 in the morning. And I can't sleep once it's daylight out, so I got like 3 hours sleep. Luckily, I didn't go to work on Tuesday. I took Monday and Tuesday off so I could relax. We did have poker that night, and I got second place, but I was pretty tired by the time poker ended. Wow, did I whine? This story took a lot longer than I thought. Anyway, if you ever have a chance, and it'll happen again in 7 years, to see totality in an eclipse, check it out. I'm at a loss for words about how wonderful it looked. So one more thing, and I think I'll get out of here. I'm going to tell you a true short story that happened to me a couple weeks ago. I was walking my dogs, like I do every weekend, and usually I take them through a forest preserve area. But lately, because of all the rain we've been getting, the mosquitoes have been unruly. I mean, yeah, I was in there for like 2 minutes and almost ran out. The mosquitoes were so bad. And I don't like putting that spray on. I'll do it once in a while, but anyway, that's nothing. I took my dogs around. We have a little park area over to the east of us called Centennial Park. Playground, benches, trees, grass, whatever. Took them through there, and 2 little boys, probably 7, 8 years old. One of them walking a German Shepherd, which was almost as tall as he was, came over this little hill that's there. It's just a little mound, basically. And I said hi, and the boy goes, "Somebody died over there." I'm like, "Excuse me? What?" And both boys go, "Yeah, right over there. Somebody died." I'm like, okay. And all these visions of some dead old man laying in the grass start flashing through my head. It's like, I better check this out. So I started to come over the hill with my dogs, and they go, "Right there, right there." What they were doing, they were pointing to one of those little plaques that were in front of a tree that was planted in memorial for somebody who had passed on. I go, no, somebody didn't die there. That's just a memorial. That's just somebody, has a little plaque saying in memory of and whatever. So I thought that was weird. And then about 15 minutes later, after I was out of the park, my dogs were walking down the sidewalk. The boys passed me on the street. And it seemed like the dog was taking them for a walk. I mean, they were just like trying to get the dog to where they wanted to go. But I think I saw them go around a corner and they lived right in this house there. So anyway, thanks for not watching. Hopefully I'll be back soon with some more wonderful stories. Eclipses, check them out.